I see demons. Do you? If you're an empath, I hope you're answering yes to that question. Because if not, you're in danger. Because guess what? The demons see you. That's why they're persecuting you. This is why you're getting into relationships with them. This is why you won't separate yourself from family members that are demons. We're going to explore exactly what demons are in this video and who the angels are that are wrapped in human flesh. Lend your ear, open your mind, you're gonna learn a lot about your past and yourself you didn't know before. The past affects your future. Welcome to Sunday worship service. Did you realize that there really are essentially two types of people in this world, but we're gonna break it down into three different categories. You have your empaths, who are actually angels that are wrapped in human flesh. Empaths literally have a heart for humanity. A lot of them will give you the shirt off their back. Many of them are humanitarians. They just want to do good for other people. And then we have the narcissistic demons. Yes, they, in fact, are demons. They are being used by demons. They have allowed the demonic forces to embody them. This is why we're told that it's a battle against wicked spirit forces in high places. It's a spiritual battle, a battle of good versus evil. Narcissists are under the control of wicked spirit forces. They're said to have a Jezebel spirit. They are wicked, they're evil, they're master manipulators, deceivers, liars. They're arrogant. They have the spirit of envy. Have you ever had anyone be envious of you? They resent you. They hate you. They covet what you have. They are not happy with what they have. They're not happy with who they are, so they have to hate you. In fact, they hate the fact that you are a good person. They hate the things that you are blessed with, even if they have more than you. It's just the fact that they are not you. They are not this good person. They are not an empath. Most empaths, again, are good people straight from the heart. And they are envious and jealous of you, and they hate you because they're not. They're not you. And they're not even capable of being like you. Which brings us to the scripture here in Proverbs. It talks about the things that the Lord hates: haughty eyes, lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that make haste to run to evil, a false witness that breathes out lies, and someone who sows discord. All of these things that he hates is what the narcissist is. This is what goats do when we talk about the sheep and the goats. These are the characteristics that the goat embodies. Pathological liars, people who just lie for the hell of it. Like, why do you need to lie? What is the purpose of you lying? What, to deceive someone? To get them to do something? To get them to buy something? To take their money from them? Why? What is the need for that? Does a person who has a good heart, do they do that type of stuff to other people? No, they don't. They are narcissistic demons. They're under demonic control. The same thing with the person that has a heart that devises wicked schemes. You know, robbing and stealing from someone, gossiping about someone, lying about someone, doing anything that you wouldn't want anybody to do to you, essentially. This is what narcissistic demons do. They use and abuse other people. Their hearts are quick to devise wicked schemes, filing false charges on someone, busting someone's windows out of their car, out of their house, out of their business. This is just pure wickedness, robbing and stealing from other people, a heart that devises wicked schemes. You're wicked and you're evil and you're a narcissistic demon if you have these type of tendencies. Hands that shed innocent blood. I mean, we really don't even need to have a discussion about that. It's totally wrong to take someone's life, unless we're doing it in self-defense. People who stir up conflict in the community, you know, just drama, troublemakers, people who gossip and they slander other people. Do you really think that you are a godly person if you do things like that? Do you really think that God is smiling upon you? No, you are a narcissistic demon, especially if you're spreading lies about other people, you know, and you're causing trouble, you're slander. What's good about that? There's nothing good about that. And last but not least, feet that are quick to rush into evil. So anything evil and wicked that you know you definitely would not want to be done to you or said about you, and you do it, then you are in the classification of being a narcissistic demon. You are definitely not an angel wrapped in human flesh when you do wicked things to other people. We see the wicked things that jealous people do to others. They sabotage them. They even put them 6 feet under. because they are so consumed with their jealousy, they're not able to keep it under control. Jealousy has never made sense to me. I mean, being jealous of someone is not going to get you those things that you're jealous of the other person for. It just makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever for people to be jealous of other people. It's just ridiculous. So these people are under demonic influence. They seek revenge against people. They're vindictive against you, and they want to strike back at you. See, empaths don't go around abusing people and using people. But if you bring up to them the things that they are doing wrong to you, this is a cause for them to be vindictive against you, such as, they're going to hold a grudge against you because they're easily offended if you try to tell them, hey, look, this is what you've done to me, and I don't like it. That's wrong. They're going to go after you. I am literally dealing with that right now. This person has wronged me so many times. And when I call him out on it, he comes and he attacks me. But you're the one that wronged me multiple times, numerous times. I'm not in a relationship with this person. It's just strictly business and business agreements. Like, I am the one that's literally on the receiving end of the lies, the empty promises, taking my money from me and giving it to other people, breaking your word, and not sticking to verbal contractual obligations. But yet you want to attack me? You want to publicly humiliate me in front of others? And I've done absolutely nothing. But a narcissist doesn't see it that way. They feel like you are the one that's in the wrong. And this is why it's a good reason to stay single, because there's a lot of narcissists out here. The narcissists always end up with the empaths. For some reason, empaths are not choosing other empaths. They're choosing the narcissists, and they're destroying them, both male and female. And even though the narcissist is the one that's perpetrating all the wrong on you, they feel like they need to punish you. And you feel like you need to punish me because I call you out for doing me wrong, and you got to punish me by doing other things. Like, that's the thing. Narcissists are toxic. They're cuckoo. They have serious mental issues. They have problems. They're possessed by demons. Remember, narcissists never do wrong. It's always you that's in the wrong. They're perfect. These people, narcissists, they cause confusion just so that there can be drama amongst people. They go tell this person, oh, so-and-so said this about you, and they said that, and they did this, and they blah, 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 and none of it is true. And then they go over to you. And then they stand back and watch the two of you fight and act a fool. And they're smiling in the background. They're devils. They're so happy that they fooled you, they tricked you, and they have both of you fighting with each other. This is why it's so important to not listen to people's gossip. If you truly believe someone actually said something to you, then go to that person. Just ask them, hey, look, I don't believe you did or said, but so-and-so claimed that you said this, X, Y, Z, or just leave it alone completely. I'm the type of person, I just leave it alone completely. I'm just like, whatever. I ain't thinking about none of y'all. But if you want to set it straight, go to the person. I have no respect for people who listen to a bunch of gossip and lies and they believe it instead of verifying whether those things that were said were actually true. It takes maturity to be able to verify facts instead of just believing what someone says about someone else. They'll criticize you. All the while, they want to be like you. They have all sorts of criticism from you and try to tell you what you are not, who you ain't, and you really down here beneath me. You're above them. And so they're trying to make you feel, pull you down to their level so you can feel like they feel inside. Huh? And next thing you know, they're trying to destiny swap with you because they know that you're better than them. Huh? They're just jealous that they can't rise to your level. These people are controlling. Now, keep in mind, it can be a male or a female. It's not just men that are narcissists. There are a lot of female narcissists out here, okay? They seek to control you. They seek to control everything that you do. And they have no authority over you to try to control you. We are all individual people. And we've all been given free will to come and go and do as we please. Nobody has the right to control us, even if you're in a relationship with someone. Love is not about control. They are pathological liars. Pathological liars, okay? They are about the spirit of deceit. They lie to you about everything. They tell you they're going to do this for you or do that. And it's not true. None of it is true. They're master manipulators. Most empaths are honest people, very honest, and they keep it 100. Sometimes empaths are a little bit too honest, right? But the narcissists will make it appear as though you're lying about everything when it's really them that's lying, to the point where you are actually showing receipts for everything that you tell them, just so you can prove to them that you're telling the truth about what you're saying. And they're still going to gaslight you and make it appear as though you're a liar, knowing that they're really the real liar. They're the master manipulator. See, this is an effort to cause emotional confusion. This is to question yourself. They want you to second guess yourself into thinking, well, geez, am I what they're saying? And if you're not careful, you're going to start believing the lies that they're telling you about you. That's the spirit of confusion that's within the narcissist. When you bring to a narcissist how they're doing you wrong, I mean, this will send them into a rage, essentially. So it's really not good to confront a narcissist because things are going to go downhill from there. Again, they think they're perfect. They do no wrong. They're going to start gaslighting you. They will never apologize because they don't feel like they're wrong. In their mind, they have done absolutely nothing wrong. You can't argue with them. It's like arguing with a wall. You're not going to get anywhere. It's like trying to drive a car that has absolutely no gas or it's not charged electrically. It's not going to go anywhere. They are going to twist the facts and end up blaming you. The wheels that are turning in their head are wheels of illogic. They don't live on logic like empaths do. Okay? They're not logical beings. They are warped mentally. They're thinking. So explaining anything to them to try to make it make sense to them, it's fruitless because it will never make sense to them in their mind. Because their thought pattern is based upon delusions, not logic or truth or facts. Narcissists will always shift the blame to you. They will act clueless. They will act like they're innocent and they do no wrong. And they'll pretend like it's you who is the bad person, who is the perpetrator. And worse yet, depending on the type of narcissist you get, they may try to put you 6 feet under because they did not appreciate you calling them out. And trust me, had I known that this person that I was doing business with was a narcissist, I would have just left it alone and just went on about my business. Let's talk about humiliation rituals. Humiliation rituals are famous in Hollywood. And one such humiliation ritual is men having to put on dresses and drag. That's a humiliation ritual. It's supposed to shame that person. It's supposed to make that person feel terrible about themselves. It's a form of punishment and social control, which is one of the reasons why I go through the BS that I go through where I'm at, because the head dog is the person who disrespects me in front of everyone. And it's a way to make everyone in the town to disrespect me. I see straight through him. I see exactly what he's doing. And it's a way to control the other people and to show them how to treat me, basically, which is one of the reasons why I go through the things that I go through. It's because of him. It's supposed to be embarrassing. It's supposed to expose the person, it's supposed to shame them. And it's just basically, for the purpose of degrading that person. But the thing about it is, I've been nothing but kind to these people. I've done nothing but help these people. I put food on these people's table. I've put, given them jobs and everything, and that's, so there's no reason for me to be shamed. But the thing about it is, you're wronging me. You're dogging me out. You are lying to me. You're not sticking to your word. But yet you want to humiliate me and you want to punish me. But that's how narcissistic demons act. This is their way of asserting power against you. This is their way of controlling you, way of punishing. And in Hollywood, it's a rite of passage. That's just part of the territory. That's just part of you being a celebrity. You have to go through this. See, the whole public shaming, physical degradation, verbal abuse. This is why this man yells and screams and hollers at me in front of people in the town. It's this thing called karma. What we put out into the universe, we are going to get it back. When you're an empath, you have to have thick skin and you have to know who you are. Like, you have to really know who you are deep inside. Because these are the type of things that you will more than likely be up against and face unless you are hiding somewhere and you're afraid to come out from under that rock. You're going to have to come out sometime. And this is part of the refining process that empaths have to go through. In order for the empathic to be spared from the narcissistic demons, he is restraining his anger so that we are not cut off. But this refining process, we all have to go through it as empaths. Those of us that are here on a mission. See, in religion, they teach that when you die, you are going to be judged. Now, you're being judged right now. How you treat people right now is a determination of whether you're going to be a part of this 2 parts that's cut off, or if you're the third that's going to be spared, who's going through that refining process, who is being publicly humiliated by people. They're going through abuse by the narcissistic demons here on the earth. You're being tested right now. You're being refined, and you're going through this refining process to see what results it's going to yield, what side it's going to put you on. After you are tested, are you still going to be a good person? Are you still going to treat people with love and kindness? Or are you going to turn into a narcissistic demon? So really, I count it all joy. Empaths and chosen ones, you have to get to a point to where you cannot let what these narcissistic demons are doing to you get to you, to the point where you start abusing drugs and alcohol, or even seek revenge and retaliation, because you're also being judged as well. You know how they say, how you handle what people do to you shows who you are. I've always had a problem with that, but I get it now. I get it now. It's not easy, but you have to muster up the strength to be able to get through the trials and tribulations that you're going through, this refining process, and pass it with flying colors so that you can move to the next level. At every level, there's going to be another demon. So you need to slay every last one of those demons as you ascend to the next level. In order to ascend to higher levels, unfortunately, you have to go through things of this nature. But just know that these narcissistic demons, they're going to get their retribution. They are not going to go unpunished for doing the things to you that they do. People who also fall under that are people who gossip and they slander other people, and they go around telling lies about people and say this person is this and that and they did this and that. It's just, these are all narcissistic demons. These are not good people at all. They are truly under the demonic control of fallen angels, of demons. And this is exactly what this scripture is telling us about. Our struggle is not against the actual flesh and blood itself. It is against the spirits, the wicked spirits that have embodied that individual, that have possessed, that is currently possessing these wicked people who do these wicked things to other people. Those of you that have read the Bible, I'm sure that you are well aware of the whole parable about the sheep and the goats. As I mentioned, you're not judged when you die. You are being judged right now. Every last one of us are being judged right now by our works and our deeds. The separation of the sheep and the goats, it's being done right now as we speak. The sheep are kind people. They're feeding the hungry. They're giving food and water and clothing and medicine to those who are in need. Their heart, they're empaths. The sheep are the empaths. The goats, on the other hand, are the ones that are stopping the empaths from doing these acts of kindness, who are helping their people be fed and clothed and given medicine to. The goats are literally stopping it. I mean, this is literally, I'm living this right now. And those that are straddling the fence, that are helping the narcissistic demons do the things that they're doing to the empaths, they're going to pay. They may not be directly doing it, but they're actually assisting the narcissistic demons in hurting the empath. And so what does it say in the scripture? See, nothing we do is in the dark. What's done in the dark will come to the light. See, I know your deeds, that you are neither hot nor cold. No, you may not be doing it, but you are assisting the people who are doing it. So because you are lukewarm, you're neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth. Yeah, you didn't do it personally, but you assisted the narcissist in doing what the narcissist did to the empath. So you're guilty by association. So you are being judged as a goat, as a narcissistic demon. Let's decode Matthew 7:13. So why is there a broad and spacious road that's leading to destruction and many people are finding it? It's because there are far more goats, narcissistic demons in the world than there are empathic people, sheep. And we are being judged right now. And a lot of these people that are narcissistic demons do not realize that they are on the broad and spacious road to destruction. There are very few kind people in the world. This is why relationships are so extremely difficult. Because for some reason, there's always a narcissist and an empath. Because just like their father, the devil, they transform themselves into angels of light. And they appear to be this shining light, this beautiful person in the beginning when you first meet them. And then you get to really see who they are after you've been with them for a while. And unfortunately, for some empaths, it's too late because they unalive them. So narrow is that gate. There are very few empathic sheep. So again, there are typically really two types of people. You have your empathic people who are angels in human form, and you have your narcissistic demons. This is a battle of good and evil, literally, of spiritual wickedness in high places. Choose a side. If not, that side will be chosen for you. So please be honest with yourself. And if you fall on the side of the narcissist, there's still time to change who you are. You don't have to remain this way. You can be a better person. It's up to you. I see demons. Do you?